When we hear the word feminism, what do we truly understand? Is it merely a historical movement, a modern ideology, a misunderstood label? In reality, feminism is a vast, evolving dialogue, a series of persistent questions about power, equity, and voice. At its core, feminism is the belief in the social, political, and economic equality of all the genders. But this definition, while accurate, is far too simple for something so layered. Feminism isn't monolithic, it's a tapestry of perspectives: liberal, radical, intersectional, ecofeminist, post colonial, all of which reflect distinct priorities and cultural contexts. Historically, feminism has unfolded in waves. The first wave, emerging in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, fought for suffrage, the right for women to vote. It was largely led by white, middle class women in Western societies. While this wave sparked crucial legal reforms, it often failed to address the needs of women of color, working class women, and those outside the Western world. The second wave, gaining momentum in the 1960s and 70s, broadened the agenda. It demanded reproductive rights, challenged domestic roles, and questioned patriarchal structures in education, law, and the workplace. Feminism became personal, analyzing how private experiences like marriage, motherhood, and sexuality were shaped by public systems of power. Then came the third wave, characterized by its embrace of ambiguity and multiplicity. This generation of feminists rejected a one size fits all narrative. They spotlighted identity, race, sexuality, ability, and culture, arguing that gender inequality cannot be understood in isolation. This is where intersectionality, a term coined by Kimberly Crenshaw, became central. It emphasized that the experiences of a Black woman, for instance, cannot be fully understood by examining race or gender alone. They intersect. Now, in what some describe as a fourth wave, feminism is digital, global, and increasingly focused on dismantling systemic oppression. Movements like hashtag MeToo, protest against femicide, and advocacy for transgender rights reflect a feminism that's an unapologetically inclusive and activist in nature. Yeah, even today, feminism faces resistance, often mischaracterized as anti male, overly aggressive, or culturally irrelevant. But perhaps the greatest challenge facing feminism now is not backlash, but oversimplification. When feminism becomes a slogan or a marketing tool, when it's reduced to empowering quotes on tote bags and t shirts, its radical roots are obscured. The question then becomes, how do we preserve feminism's critical edge while also making it accessible and inclusive? Ultimately, feminism asks us not just to reimagine gender, but to question all hierarchies of power, privilege, and worth. It is less about who talks the loudest and more about who gets heard at all. So, what does feminism mean today? It means listening, especially to those who have long been silenced. It means embracing discomfort because change is uncomfortable. And most importantly, it means action, not just in theory, but in our daily lives.